Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Southern Iowa, it's rodeo time. The 2025 Albia Chamber Main Street Rodeo returns Saturday, June 7th at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. Rogue Rodeo brings us 8 thrilling events, a bull ride showdown, comedy from Ronald Burton, and the dazzling Diamonds and Dust performance. Gates open at 5 p.m. for food, fun, and high-energy action await. Tickets on sale now at albiachambermainstreet.org. Adults $15 in advance, $20 at the gate. Kids only $10. Saddle up for a night of tradition and thrill. Don't miss it.
Jace Race 2025 is Saturday, June 7th at the North Mahaska Junior Senior High School in New Sharon. The 5K starts at 8 a.m., followed by the 1-mile fun run. To sign up, use the links on the North Mahaska Education Foundation's Facebook page. Pre-registration guarantees you a t-shirt, but you can also sign up the day of the race. There will be some giveaways and first-place prizes. In memory of Jace Carrico, who passed in 2008, the Carrico family appreciates the community's support. Neil.
Hey, man, what's up?
You want to do some radio?
Radio? I haven't been on the radio for a long time. But yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool.
Skunk River Radio. Let's get skunky.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house. From lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Hey, welcome in. We are doing the Iowa Music Showcase live at Barnwired. Is anybody excited to be here today? All right. I was wondering. We were starting off a little bit quiet this morning. We're hanging out at Barnwired in Sigourney. As always, we're going to be chatting with Robbie Michael. He is our featured artist on today's showcase. But first, she's not making her debut on Steve Shuttler Media, but she is making her debut on this particular segment as she's filling in for Amanda. We've got Miss Addie Tremmel here. Make Addie feel some love. Give her some love here, too. Addie's going to tell us all the specials and what's going on here at Barnwired. Addie.
Okay, so our lunch special today is a baked cavatelli with garlic bread. Our sandwich of the week is a California bagel, which is ham and turkey Swiss melted on the bagel with lettuce, tomato, and avocado spread. And then our soup of the week is seafood chowder.
Seafood chowder. Yep. All right. Give it up for Addie. She was brave. Thanks, Addie. Appreciate it. Addie, helping out here at Barnwired and taking the place of Amanda, standing in for Amanda Snakenberg. We've got Robbie Michael with us. Robbie, how you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Great. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You figured it out. You looked into your Facebook memories or whatever?
Yeah,
and
I think it popped up, and tomorrow is exactly a year from the last time I was here.
So basically 1 year since you've been here. We didn't plan that on purpose.
No.
It just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah.
So kind of fun. And next week's guest, I think, is probably also about 1 year exactly 1 year since we've seen Rural Route. So
they were here like a week after me last year. So,
that's funny. It's kind of everybody's in their rotation right now.
We've got our spots.
Yeah. So Robbie Michael hanging out with us now. Maybe you were listening and watching just another morning show this morning. We got Robbie. Were you still in bed when you called?
No. I'm up long before that every day.
Really?
So, yeah.
What gets you up earlier than 8 o'clock?
Internal clock, I think, man.
Okay.
I just can't. It doesn't matter. I try staying up later, and I'm still up at like 6:30.
I'm the same. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So Robbie called in, was part of just another morning show. We got just a little tease from him. But for people that maybe forgot, it's been a year. Refresh people. Where do you come from? Are you like a lifelong Iowan? All that kind of normal stuff.
Born and raised here in Iowa, Carlisle, Iowa. That's where I was born and raised. Right now I live in Oskaloosa. I'm going to school there at William Penn. So, but always from Iowa. Always been here.
Yeah. You've always but you were saying this is definitely the shortest drive that you've had to be on one of my shows.
Yeah, I think the first time I came here was like 2 hours. It was like a 2-hour drive, and then was here for about 45 minutes. I was like, I got to drive 2 hours home.
Was it really worth it at the time?
Yeah,
You probably were questioning that.
Oh, it was wonderful even then. So I think actually the first time I came and saw you was in Oskaloosa. So
yes. Yeah. We did the radio thing there before, and now we're second time doing the video thing. So, so you're going to William Penn. Now, we were talking before we went on the air. You were referring to yourself as the oldest student going there.
Pretty sure. I haven't checked it out exactly, but I'm pretty sure I'm near the top.
The old man.
Yeah.
Can we ask what you're going to school for?
Right now, I'm going for new media and creative arts.
New media and creative arts. So what all does that entail?
Really, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it when I get done. But I just figured I'd go and get the degree and then figure that out. But I've been working with like production stuff, like cameras, studio stuff like that.
Nice.
Been doing a lot of stuff in the theater department.
Okay.
I was like, last year I was a lead in a play for the first time ever. So that was pretty fun. Get into that when you're 40 years old. So
that had to be a little bit nerve-wracking.
It was, because I didn't intend to be the lead. I've never done any kind of like live theater, and they were looking for people, and I was like, well, I'd be interested in doing something. And the guy, his name is Brant, he like now like is the leader of he runs new media and stuff, and the theater department. He was like, yeah, we could totally use you. And I went in, and they're like, well, we're going to put you in the lead. And it's like literally every single page is like me, and then like banter with other people. But it was like, and it was like it was funny because it was a radio drama. The play was a radio drama.
Nice.
And so like we all sat at like tables and had microphones and stuff. But like it was very intimidating going from like never having done any kind of theater or live productions to like doing that. It was pretty nerve-wracking. So.
I've always that kind of hits on something. I would always have wanted to do like a live radio theater production. I always thought those old school ways of doing radio theater was so neat.
Yeah, and it was a really clever. What is it called? Steel Rings in the Barn or something like that. But it was the premise of the play was like you're a radio crew doing like a drama, but there's actually like a murderer killing off your crew. Like throughout the play, like my team's getting murdered next to me, and we're still reading the script, trying to figure out like who done it. And there's a big twist at the end, and it's a really good play. So it was fun.
War of the Worlds was always the classic radio theater.
Yeah. That pretty much scared everyone to death back in the day.
Yeah, that had everybody fooled. And they weren't even trying to. They were presenting it as a play.
Imagine tuning in like 10, 15 minutes into that. You're like, oh, no.
The Martians have landed. And you always had to do it in that old-timey radio news voice.
Orson Welles.
Why did they talk like this doing the radio news? I do not know. But, yeah, we're hanging out with Robbie Michael. Getting back to the new media thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to have Robbie Michael Media to take over the Steve Shetler Media thing, right?
I think so, yeah. No, well, I'm planning on doing some kind of radio show there at the William Penn. They have like a radio station that's not getting used, so I talked to him in the middle of last semester, and it looks like it can happen, so we're working towards that now.
That would be pretty cool. You said you're literally going to blow the dust off of the studio.
Exactly,
because it's just sitting there collecting dust.
It really is. I've never seen anyone in the room, so and I've been going there over a year, so.
Wow, yeah. Well, I know, and as we were speaking about beforehand, Neil and I went to radio school, and the college that we went to in Davenport had a small, you could broadcast, and then I think it went to the cafeteria of the school that we went in. It was about the furthest it reached. It didn't get out there in the city. So
famous on campus, though.
Yeah. And I think William Penn is kind of the same. It has a very small radius.
Yep.
As far as how far out it gets. But that's cool if you're interested in that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You have to just get in there and do it.
That's right.
So
that's the plan.
Pretty cool. We haven't even talked music yet, but we'll talk
Yeah.
music here coming up. Let's get into your first song, though. You got your looks like kind of a worn and dated lyric book with you here.
This is just from like the last year or two. So I've got about 100 books like this at home in a box.
All right. No, yeah, it looks like something you would find in like a bookstore, buried away with some treasures, and you're like, oh.
This is also how you can tell how old I am too, because like these days, people have an iPad, everything's on their iPads. I'm like, I still use my hands. I don't know. write things. I don't know. I use cursive. I don't know.
Well, you're beyond me.
Yeah, there's people that don't. Yeah,
that was a topic of discussion on the morning show here recently. It's like cursive to younger people.
Oh yeah,
it's like a foreign language.
Yeah, they have to decipher it.
Yeah. So what is song number one? Any stories behind it?
Not really any true life stories. It's kind of a breakup song, but like the breakup song from the perspective of oh well.
Okay.
So it's just kind of a fun song. So
all right.
Called Life Goes On.
Here is Robbie Michael on the Iowa Music Showcase.
I have a wounded heart history. Lonely nights get the best of me. I'm easy to hold, hard to love. I got this reputation chasing me. It's getting out in front of me. I can't ever rise above. Like throwing peanuts from the gallery. How quick they talking about me. Like words are cheaper by the pound. They try to knock you off your pedestal to feel they got the best of you. Like stealing from the lost and found. Where they try to keep my pride like I don't mind. When I hit the end of the line, the end of the page, the end of a long, hard, dirty day, and all I want to do is kick back and not give a damn about you. Right before I hit that wall, I pump them brakes, but beer and wait for the clouds to break. And sure enough, that old sun, well, it always comes shining through. No matter what you say or you do, baby, life goes on without you. You'll find me cropped up by the lake, toes down in the water, smiling on my face, just waiting on that bobber to disappear, just like all the stress from my day. I got my master's degree and letting shit roll off my back. I'm feeling chill as Elvis in a pink Cadillac. The drop top down, just letting everybody stare. So I don't think I'll waste my time or this beautiful air. When I hit the end of the line, the end of the page, the end of a long, hard, dirty day, and all I want to do is kick back and not give a damn about you. Right before I hit that wall, I pump them brakes, a beer and wait for the clouds to break. And sure enough, that old sun, well, it always comes shining through. No matter what you say or you do, baby, life goes on without you. Life goes on without you. Life goes on without you.
Robbie Michael here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're live at Barn Wired in Sigourney, Iowa. Beautiful Friday. Going to be a beautiful Memorial Day weekend here in Southeast Iowa. Invite you to come out to Barn Wired for some lunch, maybe today or maybe sometime throughout the weekend. Let's take a break, I don't know, like a 2-minute break if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube. And we'll be back with more on the Iowa Music Showcase right after this. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Hey, we're back live here on the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barnwired in Sigourney. We're here every Friday from 11:30 to about noon with our guests. And coming up next week, we'll have the trio Rural Route as they come to us from up around the Fort Dodge area. So, again, you were talking about making those long road trips to be on the show. We've got lots of musical friends up by Fort Dodge. So, again, Rural Route is next Friday here at Barnwired. Make plans for that. So we're hanging out with Robbie Michael. Now, music-wise, all right, so I was looking at your guitar while you were playing. Yeah. You got a couple of stickers on here. One for, what's his name? Neil's hero here. What do we got? Doc Holliday. And you've got the cross there. So are there any backstories behind your stickers?
I mean, I put this one on, actually, when I was here last year, because I was actually saved a year ago in January. Okay. That was weird. And so I put that one on shortly after that. Yeah. And so I've had that one on there since then. And nice. This one I'm your Huckleberry. I don't know. Exactly. I just love that.
Everybody likes Tombstone.
Yeah. This one actually switches sometimes. It was Tom Petty for a while.
Okay.
So.
Well, I saw on your guitar case you have a Tom Petty sticker too.
In a Shetler Media.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So how about the stickers on your arms?
Oh man, there's too many to explain. There's a Starry Night Van Gogh.
All right.
That's probably my favorite one. I got like some Ninja Turtles up here. Some important things that you'll remember forever. So no, I have my children's names on this arm and
cool.
Just a bunch of random kind of stuff that I like. So.
Do the hand tattoos hurt on top when you get that done?
Hurt.
I mean, they all hurt to a certain degree. But the hands.
You start getting to the knuckles. That's I've seen people that get them on their fingers, and I'm like, like it hurt bad enough getting it up where there's no.
I would think so.
Chub to
absorb
the pain.
The arm is one thing when you got some mass there, but there's not.
Everywhere else except for my hands, it's fluffy. It's fine.
Fluffy and fine.
That's right.
Robbie Michael.
It's my new motto. Fluffy and fine.
So music-wise, now I know you just sent me some songs that I'm going to be playing. People maybe have been seeing some of the teases for a little radio station that I'm working on.
Looking forward to that.
Which is going to be featuring some Iowa country music on it. And you have those songs are also available to people online, right?
Yep. On Spotify, Apple, iTunes, wherever you get your music.
Okay.
Search Robbie Michael and I should pop up.
Yeah. So how many songs out there?
I put out an EP of like some older recordings I had. I think there's 5 songs on that.
Okay.
So
cool.
But,
During your live shows, do you get to play your original stuff much? Or
I do. I take a lot of requests. Like mostly what I do is take requests almost the entire show.
Okay.
I haven't written a set list in years. So,
right.
But like my fiance will pester me to play originals because like I'll just get into it like playing what everybody asked for and I'll forget that I even write music. While I'm playing shows. So like I have to be reminded, but I try to.
Is it intimidating to play your original stuff in front of people, or
I mean,
what's your mindset?
I've been doing this a long time, so like, I don't really get nervous to play them in front of people so much, but like. I enjoy it personally more, like to play something that they know and like see them respond to it, sing and dance along to it. Like it just gives me. I mean, that's probably backwards from what most songwriters are like, but I just like to make people,
Yeah.
feel
when they
it.
don't know you or your original stuff well
Yeah.
enough, but I totally encourage you to play your original stuff
Well,
out
yeah.
there. That's the only way that people are going to
People are
start
gonna
to
hear
learn
it.
it. So,
True. Touche.
Yeah, I highly encourage that. So. Again, hanging out with Robbie Michael. Social media wise, are you out there and active?
Yeah. I'm on all the things.
Okay.
So on Facebook, I'm Robbie Michael Music. I have a TikTok. I have Instagram. A
Okay.
website's RobbieMichael.rocks or RobbieMichael.com. I think they both work.
Okay.
They're the same thing. So I'm all over the place out there.
Okay. And then gig wise, now you just recently moved, or about a year ago, moved to Oskaloosa.
Yep.
And then gig wise, are you playing out a lot in the Oski area or
I've played
beyond?
I've played a lot of shows in Oski in the last month or so. I'm just staying busy with shows though. Tonight I'm in Summit Grove. Tomorrow I'm at Pooligans, I believe.
Okay.
So try to keep busy.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
got 6 or 7 shows left this month, and then
Nice.
So
Summit Grove. Where is Summit Grove?
it's west.
Okay, go west, young man.
Go west, young man. I don't know. Like, I'm not really good at the. I know it's like an hour and 48 minutes
Okay.
west of Oskaloosa.
Okay, so yeah, it is definitely.
wherever that puts you.
All right, just put it in the Google or in the GPS
Yeah.
and let it take you there.
Yeah,
so
it's good enough that I remember where the shows were, like, let alone actually knowing where
Yeah.
they're at. So
you'll be busy this summer.
yes.
And are you doing schooling through the summer?
No, I'm not taking any summer classes.
Okay.
I'll be off for a few weeks, getting some neck problems taken care of, but then I'll be back come like July, second week of July. I'll
Okay.
be back and playing a lot of shows in July. I got a couple of fair shows
Okay.
in August. So
Nice.
it's,
Like county fair or state
no,
fair?
state
or-
fair. I'll
Nice.
be at the Iowa Craft Beer Tent on the
Okay.
16th and Stockman's on the 17th. So
Yeah, great places to play
Yeah,
at
very
state
good.
fair.
My favorite place is in the fair. So
Yeah, yeah.
like
State
happy-
fair is always loaded with great Iowa, especially country artists.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably the most popular thing at,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
at the fair. So yeah.
Everybody plays.
Yeah,
Like if
yeah.
you're, on one of the days, you're bound to find.
Yes.
Every day, you're bound to find a good artist.
Yeah. So make sure you put Robbie Michael on your calendar for later on this summer.
That's right.
Let's get song number 2, shall we?
Yeah. All right. This is a song. My dad passed away a few years ago, and shortly after he passed away, I saw a red-headed woodpecker. And like it was like his favorite bird, so
Yeah.
it was kind of like a sign to me that like he was still there watching out for me. And since then, like clockwork, I'll see like actually I have bird feeders at my house in Oski, and there's a red-headed woodpecker that shows up like almost daily. So like
Comes by and says hi.
Yeah, just like gonna get some food and leaves. But so I wrote this song. It's kind of like for anybody that's lost somebody. It's kind of a song like that. So.
Yeah. All right. So once again, Robbie Michael on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Well, that red-headed bird, well, it came back today. I haven't seen it since the morning that you passed away. So I want you to know if that's you checking in. I'm scraping the bottom without you, my friend. And I've tried to move on, but it's harder to spread my wings and fly. Every answer I need feels further away and always out of sight. But I long to hear your voice say to me again, everything will be alright. But I'll settle for this red-headed bird tonight. Now it's one of those days just tailored for you. A couple clouds in the sky, the sun shining through. So I'll move with His grace and I'll look for His signs. Keep hope for tomorrow, keep your spirit alive. And I've tried to move on, but it's harder to spread my wings and fly. Every answer I need feels further away and always out of sight. I long to hear your voice say to me again, everything will be alright. But I'll settle for this red-headed bird tonight.
That's Robbie Michael here on our Iowa Music Showcase. We're live here every Friday at Barnwired in Sigourney from 11:30 to about noon. We've got another song. We've got 5 random questions coming up with Robbie. We'll take a commercial break if you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be back with more right after this. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook. Why choose Lifetime Dental? The legacy and experience of 30 years. Cutting-edge technology. Advanced education in pediatrics. Orthodontics. And restorative dentistry. A one-of-a-kind experience for the whole family. But most of all, we're compassionate doctors who are here to listen to your concerns and use our expertise to help. For all things dental, think Lifetime Dental. Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
If you like red, white, and blue wine from Tassel Ridge Winery but prefer sweet white wines, try our Star Spangled White. Star Spangled White's a sweet white wine made entirely from Edelweiss grapes. Chill a bottle of Star Spangled White and sip it as you watch the sunset. Tassel Ridge Star Spangled White wine is available at our more than 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa. Look for the displays of Tassel Ridge wine where you shop. If the store doesn't offer Star Spangled White, ask the manager to get it for you.
Hey, we're back here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're live at Barnwired for our weekly showcase. We're hanging out with Robbie Michael. And Robbie, it's time for 5 random questions. I'm ready. Are you? You're all right. You say you're ready. First question is, it's our daily, we have a question of the day on Steve Shetler Media.
Okay.
Goes up at noon. Question is, what was your best and worst summer job? It's kind of a two-pronged question.
Man, I'd have to say we're working at an animal hospital.
Oh, okay.
So it was great because I love dogs, but
Yeah.
I swear I got bit more than that summer than. So it made me start questioning my love for dogs at the end of it. But.
So that was that your worst?
Yeah.
What was your best?
Oh, my best? Oh. Man, let's say I worked at this will date me too. Worked at a movie store back in the day, and that was a great job. All you do is just watch movies all day long. And I worked the day shift, so it was really slow.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So that was a nice job.
All right, question 2. What is the dumbest way that you have been injured?
Oh, man.
Let me count the ways.
So when I was 18, I was doing construction work. And I was doing framing, and we were doing like floor joists, the struts on the floor, and I was in the basement on the top of a ladder, and like somebody had bent a nail off like in the side of the joist, so I was like hanging over the joist with the hammer on the edge of it, like not very smart because the claw was like the opposite way, and it pulled off and hit myself in the face and busted my eye open and gave myself a concussion. And yeah, it was the worst self-inflicted injury for sure.
That's a good story.
Yeah, it was good. And then to add insult to injury, like after it healed, like a few months later, me and my friend were like drinking one night and we were trying to like flick pennies. And I flicked one and it hit the wall and came right back and hit the scar and broke it open again. So
do you have a good scar on your?
If you look real close,
right,
you can see it underneath my hair.
Question 3: in school, what were you voted most likely to do, or you know what I'm talking about? Voted most likely to what? What
Man.
would you have been if they didn't name you anything?
Most likely to. I have no idea. Maybe go to college.
And here you are.
Yeah, maybe halfway through college, 20-some years later.
Question 4: have you ever been kicked out of a restaurant or a bar?
Oh, you got to throw bar in there on the end, huh? Like restaurant, no.
Yeah, because restaurants are pretty tame.
I mean, as a collective, I've been in a band that's gotten kicked out of a bar. But that wasn't my fault. Actually,
Sure.
that same band, we got kicked off. We opened a festival in Cherokee, Iowa for 4th of Georgia Line one year.
Yeah.
And we were backstage, and they went on stage, and their security guard on the side of the stage, like we were all standing there dancing. And he's like, "Come up on the stage," or that's what the rest of the band says happened. So they all went up on the stage. I didn't because I'm not crazy. But they got on this 4th of Georgia Lines in the middle of their set, like 20,000 people, and my band's on the side of the stage, all standing on their speakers. And then another security guard like spotted it and came over, and pretty sure the guard that let him up there, I'm pretty sure he got fired.
Nice.
But yeah, I didn't go up though.
Yeah. Did you get to stick around for the end of the show then?
Oh yeah.
Did everybody else get escorted?
No, we just they got a very stern warning.
All right.
And we got a little bit of slack since we played it. So.
Sure. And then finally, question 5: what would you rather be, rich or really good looking?
Well, I mean,
you're pretty good. You're pretty hot.
I know. Yeah, I don't care how I look. Honestly, show me the money.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm pretty sure these days you could buy looks with enough money.
Or really mess up your face. One or the other.
One or the other.
All right, those are 5 random questions. Again, we're hanging out with Robbie Michael. He is our Iowa Music Showcase here at Barnwired. Let's do one more song.
All right.
And what do you have for us to end things?
This one's called Drink for Free. It's kind of I've been doing this for like 20-some years, so it's kind of my perspective, like looking back, just knowing people that have played music, like their life stories, and just how it seems really fun, but sometimes you get to a point where you look back on it, and hindsight's it's like maybe it wasn't the best choices, but
yeah.
I'm not saying me. I think I've made great choices, but like there are people that could relate to this. So
all right. Well, one more time, here is Robbie Michael on our Iowa Music Showcase.
When you drink for free at every bar in town, and they all want you there to help bring in the crowd. When you drink for free, and you know every song, you sing them from your soul. They all sing along when you drink for free. But when you drink for free, they don't tell you about the cost. They don't tell you what you give up. They don't tell you what you've lost. You won't see all the pain left in your wake. You won't feel that broken heart till it's too late. When you drink for free. When you drink for free, spend your nights out on the road, a gypsy on the highway, a stranger to your home. When you drink for free, easy to let go and harder to find something stronger than this hole. When you drink for free. hard till it's too late. Oh, when you drink for free. 'Cause when falling feels like flying, you won't be looking for the ground. You let it all slip away without a sound. 'Cause when you drink for free, they don't tell you about the cost. They don't tell you what you give up. They don't tell you what you've lost. You won't see all the pain left in your wake. You won't feel that broken heart till it's too late. When you drink for free. Oh, when you drink for free.
Robbie Michael here on our Iowa Music Showcase. And again, I'm assuming all the songs you did today are available for people?
None of them.
None of them are.
Sorry about that.
Whoops.
Those are all newer songs.
All right.
So
Well,
haven't got them recorded yet.
There you go. Now you have homework to do.
Exactly.
Got to get those songs
Anybody
recorded.
with a recording studio wants to pitch in.
Yeah, recording's not cheap.
No, it's definitely not.
All right. Well, again, check out Robbie Michael Music on Facebook. Is that what you're under on all your things?
I'm pretty sure it's on everything.
Okay, so Robbie Michael Music, and check out his older stuff that's out there on Spotify and iTunes and all the other places you can get music. But well, best of luck with the surgery that's coming up. Hopefully you get through that good and get back out there and playing again. And if you want to make that trip to Summit Grove, when is that?
That's tonight.
Tonight,
8:00.
Wow. All right.
Tomorrow
So you
at Poolgans.
All right. So
At 8 also maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Check out his social media, and you can stalk him wherever he plays.
Exactly.
Well, Robbie, nice to see you. Thanks
You
for
too.
coming over
Thank you for
today.
having me.
And be on the lookout for more from Robbie Michael. And coming up next week, of course, we're here. Like I said, we're here every Friday. If you want to stop in and watch the show live and in person, you can do it at Barnwired in Sigourney. We've got Rural Route coming to us from the Fort Dodge area next Friday. Tomorrow morning, we'll be set up right here at Barnwired for the sports section. We've got a nice show. We've got track athlete from Keota, Aiden Galendo, going to be here. He's I think running at the state track meet today. He'll be here tomorrow, and then Carly Goodwin makes her return to Sigourney and the sports section. Star softball player last year for the state champ Sigourney Savages. She's been pitching for UNI this year, and we'll get caught up on how her sports career is going. So tune in. Got all that stuff coming up here on Steve Shuttler Media. All right. Thanks to Neil for running the show behind the scenes. Thanks to everyone for being here today. Did you guys have fun? A couple of you did. Good. Thanks to Robbie for hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
And we'll do this again next Friday, the Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shuttler Media.